What's going on, my Pokegs? Welcome to the Pokegerse. My name is Gerson, and in this video, we're going to be designing a brand new Pseudo Legendary Pokemon based on one of the most requested characters that we get here on this channel, Toothless from DreamWorks' How to Train Your Dragon. You heard that right, on this channel, we're creating a brand new region known as the Cinemar Region, which is based on Hollywood and popular films. With you all in the comments suggesting what films, characters, or even the names for each Fakemon down in the comments. Well, with that intro out of the way, let's get right into today's video. Long ago, the Norse island of Berk was continually under attack by monstrous dragons, with the only line of defense for the town being a troop of Vikings who vigorously trained to slay the mighty beasts. That was until the son of the oppositely macho leader of the Vikings, Hiccup, learns that there's a way to work alongside the dragons after developing a bond with a Night Fury dragon who he gives the name Toothless, after the creature's retractable teeth. As per tradition for Pseudo Legendary Pokemon, we're going to be designing 3 different stages, so make sure to stick till the end to see the entire line. My main idea for the first stage was to essentially design a baby version of our leading dragon, and luckily, due to the release of How to Train Your Dragon Homecoming, we do get to see what a baby Night Fury would look like, giving us a great template to work with. I wanted this to be a very curious baby dragon, and wanted to capture that in its facial expression, while also highlighting the gums to show that this baby dragon is actually toothless, referring to the name given to the Night Fury dragon. Much like Toothless, this Pokemon will be on its 4 legs, making it quadrupedal. The last major detail will be its pair of tiny nub wings, which I'm taking a minimalist approach to design. Once I was happy with this design, I began the outlining and coloring process. Since this is the Cinemar region based on Hollywood and popular films, feel free to comment down below what movies or characters we should use as inspiration for future Cinemar region videos. Here is the first stage of our Toothless inspired Pseudo Legendary Pokemon. It's gonna start off as a pure dragon type. I went with a gray color tone since gray is the middle area between the colors black and white, which will play a role for this pseudo dragon later, but for now, let's take a look at its Pokédex entry. This Fakemon is known to have a constant urge to nibble on desired objects, and more commonly, flesh. Luckily, the nibbles don't cause much pain, as this Fakemon is unable to grow teeth. The power of this Fakemon's bite, however, will increase based on how angered it may have become. Be prepared to carry a towel to wipe off the slobber that you will be covered in. As per every Pokemon that we create here in the Cinemar region, let me know down in the comments below your name suggestions for this Pseudo Dragon's first stage, along with the meaning behind the name. Alright, let's jump right into designing its next stage. I tend to start off with the face, as it personally helps me a lot with the entire mood for each Pokemon. I wanted this stage to continue its derpy vibe with a long wide smile, and naturally, since this is the evolved form, it grew an additional cheek horn, having 2 on each side, representing the second stage this pseudo is currently in. The body will maintain its quadrupedal shape, and its wings will slightly grow in size for this stage, but are still not developed enough for this dragon to take flight. I added some additional details, including a swirl crest on its torso, claws, and even an eyebrow pattern. At this point, I was satisfied with the design enough to begin the outlining and coloring process. By the way, if you've been enjoying this video so far, make sure to give this video a thumbs up for the almighty YouTube algorithm. And if you're not currently subscribed to this channel, it helped me out so much just by you clicking on that red subscribe button so we can reach our current goal of 3,000 subscribers. Here is the second stage of our Toothless-based Pseudo Legendary Pokemon for the Cinemar region, and as you can see, it is now a dragon and electric type, with the electric typing coming from the lightning abilities we see Toothless possess in the film, making the typing combination a no-brainer. Now, I did want to do something a little bit different for this pseudo line, so I present to you this version of our dragon, which, to be clear, this is not a shiny form, but instead, the white coloring of this dragon will indicate that this Pokemon is female, differentiating it from its male counterpart. And that's not the only thing making it different. Instead of the dragon and electric typing combination that the male version will have, the female version will instead have the dual typing of dragon and ice type, referencing the Light Fury dragon and love interest of Toothless that is first introduced in the film in a field covered in snow. Let's take a look at their Pokédex entries, an interesting species, with the black coloration identifying the male variant and the white identifying the female. They share similar anatomical structure, but the males seem to store electrical molecules, allowing them to control electricity, whereas the female possess ice abilities. There is still much research to be done for this species, but for now, it's one of the phenomenon of Cinemar. Let me know down in the comments below your name suggestions for this species, which again will share the same name, similarly to Nidoran M and Nidoran F. We finally made it to designing the final evolution for our Pseudo Legendary Dragon, and just a heads up, I'll be designing the male variant on the screen since they're incredibly similar, and since this is the version that is taking inspiration directly from the character Toothless. I wanted its face to be a perfect blend between intimidatingly cool and still have a bit of a quirk to it, as that's what best represents Toothless throughout the film. And speaking of Toothless, I once again opted out of designing actual teeth for this Pokemon, but instead I designed its mouth to have 3 pointed edges to imply teeth, and added a number of horns around its head, so of course it can live its best dragon life. Since this final form was taking the most inspiration from the full-size Toothless that we see in the film, I knew that I wanted this Fakemon to have a similar body shape, as it is objectively the perfect size for a Pseudo Legendary Pokemon as it is. I designed a reverse style kind of claws on its front legs that definitely help Pokemon-fy this dragon, and gave it large diamond-shaped wings in hopes of minimizing the amount of detail that will go into this design, although admittedly I later realized the wings were extremely similar to those of Flygon, but whatever, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Anyway, after a few more inner details and adjustments around the design, it was time for outlining and coloring. For this Cinemar region, we've already created new Pokemon based on films such as Jaws, Shrek, and Ratatouille. But just to give you all a heads up on upcoming designs, we're going to be trying our hands at films such as Terminator, Godzilla, and various MCU heroes. So again, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the notifications turned on. That way you're notified as soon as a brand new video premieres. Here is the male variant of the final stage for the Cinemar region's Pseudo Legendary Pokemon, which again will be a dual type dragon and electric type, whereas the female version, which will be up on the screen now, will be a dragon and ice type instead, giving you an option for your preferred version, or even if you'd like to have both variations on the team. Here's their dex entry. No one has yet to see their actual teeth, but they can deliver devastating crunches. It is believed that they store electrical or ice energy, depending on the gender, within the oval sacs on the center of their wings. When it comes to combat, these Pokemon are statistically among the most powerful in all of Cinemar, thus it takes an equally strong trainer to train this dragon. See what I did there? Yeah, I know I'm not funny. Just subscribe to the channel. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below your name suggestions along with the meaning behind the name. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up because it essentially tells YouTube that people like this video, thus it helps it push it out to other people who might also like this kind of video. Feel free to check out the link tree down below, which will lead you to all my other social media accounts, including Instagram, TikTok, the Pokegerse merch store, and the Pokegerse Discord server, so be a part of the Pokegerse inner, smaller community. So in this video, we saw what a Pokemon inspired by Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon would look like, but what about a Pokemon inspired by Jack Skellington from A Nightmare Before Christmas? You can check it out in one of these videos. Also, feel free to catch up on all the other Cinemar Region videos, which are all gonna be in a single playlist. Well, that's all folks. My name is Gerson, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!